Shalom, we the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out to prophesy the destruction of this place you know as America. We come in the name of our great King and our great power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We always give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation and greetings to you sincere brothers pushing this truth. We're going to go about this, go through a few precepts about being a man, and detaching yourself from your mother's breast. I mean, when you go through the scriptures, the Most High has commanded us to gird up our loins like men and put off these philosophies and the ways of life we learn here in Babylon and turn into spiritual juggernauts. He say he's raising kings and priests and holy men. Right. When you read Revelation, the 21st chapter, the 3rd verse, he said the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. You know, so you got to put off everything we learned here in Babylon, because here in Babylon, most of the men of Yasharala are raised by ministers, emotional driven, estrogen driven, bipolar.
That's a heavy one. Bipolar, man.
Unreasonable.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Emotionally distressed.
Damsels in distress. Wicked women, man.
Delusional.
Yeah, what that niggas
delusional.
Tony Sotomayor, the video from Terminator, they said
you can't reason with them. You can't. It's something you did called a Terminatrix, though.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's them, man. You can't reason with it. All they want to do is keep.
And when we know the whole scope of things, you know, Esau, he comes with his government stats, and he gets scientific with it. But we, the Most High, has given us, endowed us with the truth. And we know at the end of the day, it's all about the curses of Deuteronomy 28. But when the Most High pull you out of this wicked, perverse world into his marvelous light, you know, you got to shake off the bullshit. And most of the bullshit we know and how we conduct ourselves is taught by ministress women. You know? So I'm going to bring out this, first let's bring out this scripture. All right? Bring out the one I gave you. All right? Yeah, Timothy.
It's 1 Timothy 3:7. Moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach. And
wait, what scripture is?
3:7.
I said 4.
My fault. All right, this 1 Timothy 4:7. But refuse profane and old wives' fables.
The scriptures say, refuse profane and old wives' fables. That word profane means outside of the temple, man. When you break it down to its purest form, is in contrast with the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. And when we come out of the womb into this wicked ass world, one of the first things our mother's gonna feed us is pork, detestable foods, and then she's gonna teach us the profane things this devil has taught her. Because like Elder Gabal always taught us, women respect power.
Right.
The so-called white man is in the power seat, and he puts his philosophies and his through dogma and propaganda in the earth, and he got the world upside down. And our mothers teach us what this devil has taught her. All right, and what started from the top again?
It says, but refuse profane and old wives' fables.
All right, hold up. Let me get that word fable. Fable in the Greek. All right. That word fable in the Greek is mythos. What a word I was think myth come from. All right. And it says it's a speech, a word, a saying, a narrative, a story, a true narrative, a fiction, a fable. So we gotta take the meat from the bone. It's not talking about a true narrative. It's talking about a fiction and a fable. That's the things our mothers teach us. And an invention. Something they just conjure up. That's what women do. They conjure up. Y'all ever heard the saying, you sit on the egg, if you sit on the egg and the egg stand up, you're gonna have a boy or something? You ever heard women say that? Down in the bedroom, they be coming up with all kind of myths.
If they on top, they're gonna be a boy. At the bottom, they're gonna be a girl.
Your stomach sitting low as a boy.
It's a boy. All that in our community
I just heard that. That
is
It's superstitious shit.
superstitious, dumb shit.
I did hear they'll do something where they'll put something in your spaghetti and they'll make a man want to stay with them forever.
They put
They like don't sweep.
Yeah.
Don't sweep their feet with
Yeah,
your
I was about to
brum.
bring that up.
Right.
You know,
all of that
bullshit.
old wise fables.
Throw salt over your right shoulder and shit,
Don't step
man.
under the
All kind
ladder.
of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A falsehood.
Yeah.
A falsehood, man. What we deal with? We deal with the truth.
Right.
But our mothers teach us falsehood. My mother taught me coming up, a man is never supposed to disrespect a woman.
Right.
No matter how low she is and no matter how much a big whore she is, she's a woman and she's not to be disrespected. A woman shouldn't raise a man. That's a falsehood. When you teach a son that you have your son looking like a goddamn fool.
Simp.
If
Like
I,
simp is the word.
Don't put it
if I
out.
can say this, and it's just, something small, but they had us believing if you step on a crack, you could break your mama back. You know, what type of shit that is? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but that's
stupid.
based around the subject. That's also on the tip of when you watch Bobby Boucher's mother. She kept telling him, football is the devil. This is the devil. That is the devil. And they had the nigga believing that shit, man.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of you niggas are out here. You believe everything that Big Mama say,
Yeah.
your old bald-headed ass grandma got to say, and you believe that shit, man. And these are the ones that are raising you. Your father's not in the home, okay? Your daddy, he been gone. Either he dead in prison, or he just left the crazy ass mama. Your mama crazy, bro.
Right.
Your mama crazy, bro. He ain't left her. So by him leaving her, who's to raise you?
Huh?
Your mama. So that's why you got your mama. They want to be independent. They want to be the ones that run the house. So that's why we got this thing called the hood. And who's running around wild?
The woman.
The product of the woman.
product of
These
the woman.
gangbangers, these thugs,
These faggots.
these faggots,
Your mama's raised.
these back page prostitute hoes.
Feminine ass niggas.
Yeah, these feminine niggas, they're a product of the black woman or the Latino Native American woman. Okay? Even the women of other nations have raised their men because Esau losing now. I hear Edomites. I didn't work with that. Man, the bitch put me on child support. they crying now, man.
I gotta ask my wife, can I go out? You know what I mean? Like,
It's done,
For
man.
you too,
It's done.
I got a precept.
I got that simp.
All right, bring out the simp. All right, and look,
man.
and this is what our mothers raised, because even these guys, and black culture is deaf, and amongst our people, a killer is respected. But a lot of these dudes that are killers, are bitch ass niggas that are emotional as fuck.
right.
They got self-esteem problems too. They got self-esteem. Them niggas got self-esteem problems, bro.
Yeah.
You can do something to him and you can come to him like a man and like, look, we can talk about it. Don't talk to me, I don't got something to say. I don't got nothing to say.
They handle controversy like they saw their mother handle controversy.
Exactly.
Loud as hell.
Dismissive.
Yeah, dismissive. Don't want to hear a reason.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he has testosterone running through his system.
Yeah.
So whereas your mother, she just talks shit and she might fly off the handle. You a man.
Yeah.
When your anger get up and you don't know how to control it, you're gonna kill some shit.
Exactly.
Right.
Or you gonna go out there and be emotional with a real man, and he's gonna protect himself. You see what I'm saying?
I was gonna make this point too about the dope dealers. Them niggas got emotional. They got what I said. They have what kind of problems did they have?
Emotional.
They got low self-esteem.
Right.
And to show you, they have so much low self-esteem that they gotta get glorified by crackheads.
That's
To boost them up. Damn, baby, I like that coat. Damn, nigga, I like the pants and jeans and chain. they get boosted up by crackheads.
see
Not
you.
even sensible people. You know, cut and their mama. You gotta boost them up.
Straight though.
Yeah, I know he was out there in the streets, but he was my son, nigga. Stuck him. I mean, then stuck him to the ground like super glue. Yeah, a motherfucker.
How do so-called sensible people with understanding look at them? How do they look at drug dealers? They look at them like they're the filth of the earth.
Right.
You know, sensible people with understanding look at them. And the truth, we look at them as witchcraft sorcerers.
Right.
Scum.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, you niggas glorify Big Meech and Frank Lucas and El Chapo. You niggas glorify that nigga, man.
Selling drugs to your own brothers, man.
All right, I got an excerpt here from. This is from the Washington Examiner. This is the newspaper in Washington D.C. Okay, the Washington Examiner. This is what it says. 77% of black births are to single moms, and 49% for Hispanic immigrants. All right. More than 3/4 of African American births are to unmarried women. Nearly double the illegitimacy rate of all other births, according to new federal data. And what's the this is May 5th, 2017. So this is recent, okay? The National Center for Health Statistics said that in 2015, 77.3% of non-immigrant blacks were illegitimate. You see, so 7 out of 10 homes in the so-called Negro community is headed by women. So when you look at Chicago, where the youngsters are gone wild, New Orleans, where the youngsters are gone wild, down in Florida and they be wild up there in Indiana too, where they just killing in genocidal numbers. The majority of them are raised by women.
Yeah, I got it right here too.
What happened when that child grows up and asks his mama about my dad?
Right.
What you gonna say? Oh, he wasn't shit. He ain't give a fuck about you.
Let me finish bringing this out, all right? And then you can get it. All right, this is the ratio for percent of births to unmarried mothers. All right. Hispanic is 56.9%. Listen to the white man. White man got his house in order for the most part, but that shit about to change. 7 out of 10 homes in the white community are headed by men. Because it's 30% of the women that have unmarried births. You get to the black, 77.3%.
I can add something to you. I can add something to you.
Bring it up.
This is an article from Daily Mail. It says the most dangerous place for African American is basically the womb of a black woman. Because they started on genocide in the black woman's womb, through Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood, which is all in your hoods, where you niggas go to get abortions at. That's set up by design of white supremacy, man.
Any woman over age 25 who don't have no kids, ask them how many abortions they had.
Right. I got this little part right here too. It says down in the article, it is said that blacks, meaning the black woman, has the largest number of terminations since 2009, or even more, man. They get their kids terminated by the hundreds of thousands each year, man.
Per year.
More than Hispanic, more than the white woman, more than all of them, man. The black woman's a natural born killer. You know, she's a killer, and she learned from the best, which is so-called white man. She learned from him.
She's a diabolical genocidal killer. Like what you said, she's a mass murderer.
You know what they do when they stick claws in a woman and twist the baby's head off, then take the whole body out, man. And she's back at the club the very same night.
Yeah.
Still got fluids and shit leaking down her leg, man. I'm just getting straight to it, bro. They killers and emotionless, man. They don't give a shit what they do to you, bro.
Don't lose no sleep over.
And we ain't talking about those who basically the shoe fit wear it, man.
Exactly.
And we getting on you niggas too, man. If the shoe fit, wear it, man.
And the sit down is about getting on you that are raised by her, that are trying to get enlightened. when you come into this truth, man, you gotta throw that shit aside. And in a lot of cases, like most of us, you might even have to detach and stay away from your sweet mother dearest and Momo, what everybody call it, your grandmother Medea. You might have to detach from them because y'all not gonna get along when you get in this truth, man. All right, bring it up.
Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
And the way you renew your mind, man, you get yoked with the brotherhood, you learn sound doctrine, and you learn these scriptures. These scriptures is what's going to teach you, even a so-called man in this society that we would say is a stand-up guy and is just, he's not spiritual. So for you to learn how to become a real man, you got to come get yoked with the brotherhood and learn of the Lord. All right? When the Most High say, what does it say?
The flock of my pastor of men.
He's talking about men that keep his word, man. He's not talking about with this society, he a hard working man and he take care of his kids. Niggas like that, when Jacob's trouble here, gonna be put to death, them and them kids.
Right.
He's talking about men of the Lord is his flock.
That's doing his will.
Men that fear him. That's what he's talking about. And when you fear him, you're going to take heed to his word, man. You're going to put off that weak nature that you were taught by your mother.
I got one.
I got more on this. I got more on this real fast. It says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
And the perfect will of Yahweh is for a man to be at the head and a woman under the man submitting to the man. The Most High has put the man to govern the planet Earth, not to learn old wives' fables and bullshit from a woman, man. Not to take shit from a woman, man. He's created us to govern the planet, the earth, all of creation, man. So what do you look like saying, it's 50-50. I want to go buy this boat, but I got to go ask my wife, can I buy this boat? Man, get the fuck out of here,
Well,
man.
I want to put my foot down, but she ain't gonna go for that.
Yeah. No, man. That's teachings of a fucking heretic, man. Bring it on, bro.
This for you dudes who always say my mama this and my mama said
Yeah, Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
This Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
And so and this is the Most High speaking. In Babylon, these women, that scripture speak volume to the women in this society. The only decent women are the women that submit to a man of the Lord. If they submit to their husband and he's pleased to dwell with them. The rest of these cave women, they are clamorous. What else?
Yeah, a foolish woman is clamorous.
They are fools. They are foolish. They are clamorous. What else?
She is simple.
And simple. That means she don't have no understanding. That means
you've got that clamorous too. She's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be in the middle of the block. You can hear 2 blocks away. You know.
And a simple woman is a woman that go have sex with multiple men, but in her mind she not a hoe. Or she could be mouthpiece easily. You go tell her she pretty and she smell good, and she start blushing.
Dropping her drawers.
Dropping her drawers for any guy. That's simple.
I can say that one to her.
Yeah.
Well, she can meet a guy tonight, don't even know anything about this guy, but she's invited the guy in her home, not knowing this guy could be a mass killer. You know, he can be a rapist, pedophile. She just invites the man in the house amongst her kids and everything, man.
And she grown.
Yeah, that's the main word. She grown. I can do that. And then when she's found dead and the guy went ahead through 5 different counties up north, ain't nobody else's problem but hers, man. You know.
Then there's still then the whole is I don't got no man. But you don't understand, like a fucking car, your value go down for every nigga you have sex with.
But they're simple. If you're simple, you don't have that understanding. You know, a simple woman is, I look good. I can get any man I want because I'm attractive. That's a simple woman in our day and time. I can get any man I want. No, you go fuck any man you want. If you can get the man you want, you'll have him, you'll be married to him.
That's simple.
Right. Bring it out, bro. Yeah, somebody get that meaning of simple.
I got it right.
Simple.
Oh yeah, bring out simple. Bring out
That's
simple.
number 3. Most simps grew up in a single mother home and family is mostly dominated by women. So since he had close to 0 men to look up to growing up, he began relating and sympathizing more with women.
When you go kill a man because he steps on your shoe or he looks at you the wrong way, that's weak.
Right.
That's weak, man.
Or sitting there gossiping with women.
That's
About
weak,
other
man.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
we grew up around like cousins and shit. Your mother, they do something big down south where all these big fat motherfuckers, they get up in the room and play cards, card games and shit. And you got number of women at the house hooping and hollering. You got that one guy or that one cousin. He always amongst the women playing cards. Then 5 years from now, the nigga's a faggot, man. You know, the nigga a faggot 5 years from now when y'all grow up, man. That's what goes on, man.
This is the main definition of simp. A man that puts himself in a subservient, submissive position under women in hopes of winning them over.
Crazy.
Without the female bringing anything to the table.
That's abomination, man. That's just like eating pork, man.
That's half of America.
She telling you you ain't shit, you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna never be nothing, you just sitting there taking it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
like,
can't disrespect her like that.
like some of the episodes I've seen in Texas, man, them women handling you niggas in Texas like y'all just scum. Grab you by your collar, slap a nigga, ow! You niggas just sit up there, can't hit her. Niggas crazy, man. Boy,
I gotta let it move.
that's you guys, man. You guys are controlled by these women, man. You know, everything like I said, everything your mother say, you uphold it, man.
My mama say, Bobby Boucher,
Mama
man.
said, you the devil.
Yeah, fuck that.
You the devil. My mama always right.
Bring it out, bro.
A man that puts too much value on a female for no reason.
And the guys that do that is like when he started at the top. Men that were taught by their mothers. Your daddy don't teach. My dad didn't teach me things like that. You know, my dad didn't teach me to take no shit from no woman, man. You know.
Hey, that is today. You niggas today smoking weed with your kids. You niggas sit up there making music videos, rapping with your son. Got a thug right across the chest with the drawers up. You know, you niggas, that's what you niggas doing. They and instead of teaching them values, morals, and how to conduct yourself as a man, how to not get his fucking brain blowed out when you go out there and encounter a police officer, you ain't teaching them that, you know? All you do is being emotional. He being a Mike Brown, you know?
I got that precept.
Wait up.
This Job 40:7. Gird up thy loins now like a man.
Gird up your loins like a man. The way you gird up your loins like a man, you have to renew your mind through this word.
That's right.
That's the way you gird up your loins like a man.
Don't fold under the pressure.
You know.
It says,
hold up, right? When you renew your mind, what you learn you apply to your life, man. That's how you gird up your loins like a man. Gird up your loins like a man don't mean I'm gonna strap my Jordans on. Come on, let's go to the club. Let's fight. I'm a man. That's weak. Dudes that conduct themselves like that is weak. When we on camp and our being is burning in us, when a scoffer come up against us and we stay spiritual, that's being strong. Want to know how to hold them and fold them and wait for the proper time and wait and be patient. That's strong.
Choosing your battle.
I mean, but when you, it don't got a scripture in Proverbs that say,
that anger is stronger than a mighty arm.
yeah, man, you know.
Even that scripture too about if your enemy smite thee, turn the other cheek. That's a spiritual scripture because it's also not only talking about your enemies and it's true, also talking about the world. You gotta turn your other cheek to a lot of shit, man. Because we already wearing these garments. We already out here condemning this man's society. We're deemed as crazy. They gonna take you to jail. Right. You slap the shit out one of these niggas out here, they gonna put you in jail.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. Black culture. If somebody do something to you in black culture, you're not supposed to call the police. You're supposed to go kill them. All right? I opened my doors to my nephew. He broke in my house. bust my window, broke in my house, stole my PlayStation 4. All right? I didn't know who did it. I looked on my cameras. He right on my camera, still breaking in my house. Black culture is, I'm not supposed to call the cops. I'm supposed to go find my nephew, beat the shit out of him, or kill him, take that penitentiary chance, and I'm gonna end up in jail. Because sure as I beat him up, he calling the cops. And if I kill him, it still might weigh on my conscience if I don't get caught. Fuck that. Call the cops, man. Make them pay me restitution, man. I'm bigger than that. I'm no street nigga. I'm not a street nigga, man. We are spiritual men. Fuck that. What I'm gonna go kill him?
As long as put in place.
Yeah, but if you was a street guy, I mean, you ain't a street guy no more, but it just, you know how to do the things you used to do, you know how to do them spiritually now.
Come, but in its truth, you gotta put out what you learned with your mother. The way we handle controversy, man. The way we handle controversy is like how they rocking in Chicago and New Orleans, man. It's straight up.
Yeah, street codes and shit.
Yeah, street. I don't follow this. If me and my neighbor, we're cordial, but my neighbors are 2/3. If I see somebody breaking in my neighbor's house, my neighbor come over there, he come talk to me. If he have a grill, he invite me over there to come eat chicken and shit. We cool. If I see somebody breaking in my neighbor's house, I'm calling the cops. But black culture would say I'm a rat and I'm a snitch. You see what I'm saying? The way I grew up, that's a rat and a snitch, but that's bullshit.
Hold on, that's in the back. Get Lamentations 5:1. Let's see you call the Lord a snitch.
And that actually happened to us one time. Somebody was breaking into people next door, and we went over out there like, dude, you ain't about to go up and down. You ain't about to go do nothing.
You gotta kill somebody, they gonna kill you.
You know, I'm trying to feed, I'm trying to get mad. I don't give a fuck, you ain't about to do it right here. I ain't about to do it right here.
You got it up?
Yeah. Lamentations 5:1. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us.
My bad, Leviticus.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful. Con. It touched right on the topic.
Leviticus 5:1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and there's a witness.
So if you see somebody going off, if you see somebody transgressing the Most High word, and you can bring it, what we apply wisdom into our everyday life. If you see somebody doing some fucked up shit, fucking over the innocent, and you don't say nothing, bring out the rest.
Whether he has seen or known of it.
You get a whiff of it, you see it, you looking at somebody breaking in an innocent person's house, they go to work every day and work for their shit. This motherfucker is lazy and just looking for somebody to prey on, and you looking at him running their house, but for street code, I'm not gonna say nothing about it. And then the person they breaking into has been good to you, but you, for street code, black culture, you gonna sit there and don't say nothing. This is what the Most High say he gonna do. Bring it out.
If he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
Then all that transgression that the person that committed the crime get, the blood that's gonna be on his head is gonna be the judgment that fall on him is gonna fall on you too, because you partaking in his wickedness, man. See, and it took a long time for that to get out of me, man. I was one of them stupid niggas, man. I ain't no snitch. I ain't getting down. I ain't, man, fuck that, man. I ain't ratting. I ain't no rat. I ain't no snitch. Man, fuck that. Now, I ain't gonna call no cops on, if I send it out there selling dope and shit, I'm not gonna call no cops or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibration late on it. But if it's something that's coming to my household, somebody on my property, before I go out there and kill this nigga, I'm gonna call the cops. What the fuck? I don't wanna kill him over something small. You come in my house, I'm gonna blow your brain. You kick my door in, I'm in there with my family, I'll blow your brains out. But if it's something that could be avoided and get away and to take the least restrictive path, that's the way I'm going, man. And I learned that in this truth, man. You don't have to argue with everybody. You gotta learn when to hold your tongue. That's learning how to be a man. Black culture is different. Our mothers teach us black culture, man. For the majority of our mothers. You did?
Yeah, self-control.
Appreciate that to the brother.
All right, bring it out.
This Proverbs 1 and 10. This just basically backing up what you're saying. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Con. And the major sinner that would entice you is your mother, man. Like, you got a lot of guys that with women because their mama told them to be with women. And dude done caught that girl cheating, but he done had a baby, she done got her pregnant. Your mama say, do the right thing and bear with her and be with her. So you with a chick that showed you all the signs that she gonna go out and do her any fucking way, but you listen to your mama. Oh, you listen to Big Mama. Do what's right. Go marry. You gonna marry a thot on the strength of your fucking mama, because you a mama's boy and you do whatever your mama say.
That's crazy.
When the Bible tells us we supposed to put the bitch to death when she cheats.
I saw that on the TV show, one of Steve Welton show. They had this dude, he was like about 17, the girl was 19. Fucking around, he met the bitch when he was like about 14, 15. Then found out that he cheated on her, she cheated on him, he took her back. She wound up having 2 kids. So they brought him on there to find out to see if the baby was his. So she up and down, they find out none of the babies for her. She go to crying and shit, or, you know, playing that fucking victim role like. So the dude break down crying like he hurt, like he really thinking this is children. You know, the mama come out there, I don't care what them tests say. You're gonna raise them kids. You're gonna be there for them kids.
You see, and that's what we're against, man. When you come in the truth, man, we don't want to be yoked with a nigga like that. Mm-hmm. A nigga like that would get people killed.
Right.
You don't want like the Most High say, light has no place with darkness. What does Belial have with Yahweh shot? And what's the other one in 2 Corinthians? What does a believer have with in common with an infidel? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? With an unbeliever. We don't want no weak manjanas amongst us, man. We don't want to be yoked with men like that. And then when young brothers come in out of this truth, we'll bear with you, but we're going to show you the way, man. That's not how you do that, man.
You gotta leave home, leave camp, because you driving her car. You know, you gotta be at the camp a certain time. From the camp, you gotta be at the fucking house bringing her car back. She all clubbing, but she got you watching the kids and shit. That shit ain't cool, man. Right. You know, somewhere down the line, you gotta have your shit etched out, having your house in order, man. Right. When it comes to this, even when it comes to this being amongst your brotherhood, bro, you gotta put that shit to the side, man. Right. I mean, truly, bro. You a man of the Lord, or you a babysitter, man?
What that nigga Black Youngster say? Is you sitting down or you standing up when you're pissing? Real talk, man.
I got a precept on it.
Real talk. I ain't trying to be carnal, but real talk. I mean, when the Most High built up Peter, Andrew, John, and James and them, when he tarried with them for 3 years, you think Yahweh Shah would be dealing with this? Oh, hey, James, come on, I need you to go to Damascus. I'm gonna send y'all out 2 by 2. Exactly. You all go over there. Oh, Yahweh Shah, I gotta go babysit the kids, man. You think Yahweh Shah was hearing that shit?
You know what they gonna say?
Huh? He gonna sternly rebuke them. What he told Peter? Get behind me, Satan.
Right.
And you know what niggas say?
You don't know, you don't have children. You don't know what it's like. You don't have no baby mom.
That was a nigga say.
What precept you got, bro? You had about your
I can bring this up, bro. I'll bring mine up after that.
Let's just bring it up. I got 2 of them.
Yeah, bring yours out first. You was waiting.
2nd Ezra 14 and 13. It says, now therefore set thy house in order.
Set thy house in order, man. And the only way you're going to set your house in order, I hate to sound redundant, is learning the scriptures, man. That's the only way you're going to know how to set your house in order. You got to become a child, you got to be born again, and you got to get under men of the Lord and learn the doctrine that the Most High has gave us in these last days, seconds, and times. Bring it out.
It says, and reprove thy people.
And reprove thy people. What the scriptures say in Timothy? The older women got to teach the younger women how to carry themselves, and us men, we got to teach the men, the younger men, how to be men. Man, I learned my dad wasn't no simp ass nigga, but he wasn't spiritual. He was a 2 fucking third. I learned how to be a man through the teachings that the Most High, the Spirit, the Most High put on Elder Tahone down, man.
Right.
That's when I really started to learn how to be the man. My dad, my earthly father still was carnal. He wasn't no simp, but he still was a nigga. You know?
Even me, like my father died when I was young. You know, and then I had grandpa, uncle, that nigga was a 2/3 crackhead. But I had that old saying, I always hung around older men. Men on the liquor store, stuff like that, but I learned a lot of stuff from them. I learned that being quiet, you can learn everything you need to know. So I'm sitting back watching shit my mom and them fucking up doing. Like, no, I ain't trying to fuck with that. No, I ain't trying to do that. But then, lo and behold, you get around 18, 19 years old, when I first came to the truth, you like, damn, I see the elders, they build you up to being men. How to conduct yourself, you know, through the scriptures, man. That will make you grow, you know?
Well, what's that scripture? Since the youth, you've been learning the scriptures. Ain't that what Paul told Timothy, I think? Since the youth, you've been learning the scriptures and they teach you. I'm gonna find it.
I got one. What you still
I
got?
got a nice little bit more.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, comfort such of them as be in trouble and renounce corruption.
Right, and that's what we doing. We're renouncing corruption, man. We ain't sitting up here breaking bread with brothers with the scriptures, then we go smoke a switch of sweet.
Right.
You know?
Right.
we ain't doing that, man.
Straight up.
You know, we ain't doing that, man. That's corruption, bro. That's straight up corruption, man. That's off.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
It said, let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Yeah.
Cast away the burdens of man.
Yeah, the burdens of man is being under your mother. Yeah, listening to everything that a woman had to say when he, you know, that's a whole other shit, but man. The burdens of Babylon too, man. Just being slave minded, man.
Right.
You know, thinking my whole life is these square blocks, Martin Luther King Street to this street here. That's my whole life. Nigga talk, black culture. That's a burden, bro. When like the scripture said, when you come to the truth, the truth should make you free, man. Go ahead.
It said, put off now the weak nature.
Yeah. And a lot of you men, a lot of our men of these tribes, you so-called black, Latino, Native American men, you have a weak nature. You full of estrogen, man. You can't tell a man, excuse me, you can't tell a man, I'm sorry in New Orleans, bro. You gonna be looked down as weak.
Yeah.
It's weak.
A nigga might
That's black
still
culture.
kill you.
That's black culture.
Yeah.
Or you be nice to a person and show common courtesy. You speak to him, show common courtesy. Man, you know that nigga, man?
Yeah, you a sucker.
You know who he's speaking to. You know, yeah, man.
And
That's black culture,
yeah,
man.
Then you be nice, nigga lining you up to rob you. Go ahead.
It says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
Right.
And a thought that's most heavy and should be most heavy is having a woman lord over you, man.
Right.
That's heavy amongst our people. A woman calling the shots. A woman have the power to put you out of the house that you're paying bills in.
Bleach
And that's
your
a
clothes.
heavy burden.
Yeah, niggas bleaching your clothes and burning them. That's why the scripture say it's better to dwell in the. We say it's better to dwell
I was with a lion.
with a
Yeah.
dragon than a wicked woman, man. That's
A
heavy.
woman is a dragon. A fire-breathing dragon. Real
Go
talk.
ahead.
And it says, in haste thee to flee from those times, from these times.
Right, man. And that's what we doing. This brother here, he's hastening and preparing to flee from the evil times. This brother here, myself, and including the brothers you can't see. You know?
I got a piece of it.
A lot of you niggas want to be here, man. A lot of you niggas want to be with that B2-1000 Terminator black woman, man. A lot of you niggas want to be with him, bro. Yeah.
Bareheaded hooligan.
Yeah, man. And they're stuck in the ways of America, man.
Yeah.
You gotta come out of that black culture, mama, backwoods of Georgia, fried chicken, red been eating ass bullshit.
Shop, biscuit
Yeah.
eating that.
That's bullshit. Go ahead, whoever was
I
reading.
got one. Look. You finished already?
Yeah, I'm done.
This is Sirach 25 and 13. Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart.
Yeah, give me any plague.
25.
Give me the bubonic plague, man. Give me anything.
Jump down.
But the what? The plague of the heart.
But the plague of the heart.
Right.
And any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
Yeah, man. These scriptures, when you get to learn, these scriptures talk bad about you. Talk bad about you women, man.
Okay.
You know.
All right, bring it out.
I had one too though.
I got one too.
Me too.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold up, man. I get these first.
Give me somebody hold on deck. First letter is 4:26.
Bring yours on, bro.
This Matthew 4:19 it says, and he said unto them, follow me. Let me go up. 4:17 says, for the times how shall I begin to preach and to say, repent, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And how shall I walking by the Sea of Galilee? It says he saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew his brother, having a net in the sea,
That's what we're talking about.
for they
Peter and them.
yes, for they were fishers. And he said unto them, follow me, for I shall make you fishers of men.
And if I could say, if you think the Lord want to bring a mama's boy into the kingdom, man, you know what I mean? A man that can't put the truth first and put other things in the back burner. You know, you gotta be like the scripture said. You gotta be fishers of men, man. You gotta know how to put things in proper perspective, man. When it's time to go to the highways, man. When it's time to deal with the brothers, and the other things will come later. You know?
You watch those fishers, man. You watch them shows that be on TV. A lot of them Edomites, a lot of them Jake, a lot of them rough, man. A lot of them dudes rough and tough. Them dudes get down in the water. Half you niggas don't want to sweat, man. I've been around niggas that don't want to sweat. They don't get their fingernails dirty, get their hair dirty and shit.
Getting the crevices of their shoes.
Yeah, you know. But then a lot of them fishers guys, them dudes rugged, man. Them dudes is rugged, tough. Them dudes get in the water. Dudes grab fucking fish with their bare hands and shit, man. A lot of you niggas ain't gonna do that. That's why I say fishers of men. When you be a fisher of men, it comes with elements, man. Dealing with the elements. We deal with heat, rain, all that shit, man. Sulfur, spit.
Prophets were rugged men.
Yeah, police. You don't want to deal with that, man.
The Most High say he's raising up soldiers. 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, he say he's raising up soldiers, man. He say endure hardness like a good soldier. All right?
Yeah,
you cannot, it's no Salakia. You cannot be a good soldier living off the teachings of your mother. What you about to say, bro?
Yeah, a lot of you niggas remember going to McDonald's, you go through that little, I'm narrating it to being going down the straight path. You niggas don't want to go down the straight path, man. Going down that tube at McDonald's, you know how you used to be a kid with the little balls? You gotta go down that tube, man, and go to the prize where the balls at. You don't want to go down that straight narrow, it's tight as fuck. You niggas want to go in the middle of goddamn who knows and play Barry Sanders, man. And guys around shit, shake, matrix around shit, man. You don't want to come to this, you don't want to deal with discipline. Niggas don't want to deal with order. So you know what comes with that. Especially when you know this thing. That comes with that, man.
And immortality.
Get that.
Well, brother, hey, bro, discipline. Your mothers didn't teach you discipline either, man.
Yeah.
Because your mother was undisciplined. Your mother just taught you to fear her. Just was a control freak. But she didn't teach you nothing how to be a man at all, man.
Yeah, which when you hit puberty, you won't be listening to your mama.
I got two.
Nah, you got dudes listening to their mom
I still got that.
up in their 30s and 40s.
The mother teach the men how to be inferior, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? How to be scared and timid.
Right.
Don't talk back to me.
Yeah.
Just saying what I feel.
Don't disrespect me.
Hey, you seen how, just for purposes, man, you know, of edification, you seen how Yahushua talked to his mother. He said, his brothers and mothers sit by to talk to him. He said, woman, this is my father, mother, and brother, man. You know? He ain't disrespected, he honored his mother, but he spoke with authority, man. Well,
I just want to say one more thing. Like when his father and his mother they lost him, And they found him again. He was like, I was doing my father's business. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm
Right.
handling the true business.
Right.
You can go ahead.
This First Ezra 4:26. Well, 20. Let me go up. Let me go to 23. It said, yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal and to sell upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh unto a lion and goeth into darkness, and when he has stolen, spoiled, and robbed, and bring it into his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than his father or mother. Yea, many have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sake. Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. Now I'm gonna jump down. This is what the brother Yaquan was saying. Everything else after this 34 said, "Oh men, are women strong?" Let me go up to 33. It said, then the king said unto the prince, look not upon another. So he began to speak of the truth, and said, "Oh men, are not women strong? Great in the earth, high in the heaven." It says, "Swift in the sun in his course, for he compresseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his place in one day." Let me go down to the point. 37 says, "Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked."
Women are wicked, man.
That's right.
And hey, let me bring out this
I
precept.
got a little more though.
I just wanted to go with that. Women are wicked. This
This
Ecclesiastes 7:28. Which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man amongst 1,000 have I found, but a woman amongst all I have not found. There's no righteous women. That go hand in hand with what you were saying, bro.
Right. This says, all the children of men are wicked, such as all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. And their righteousness is also, they should perish. That's it, man. Hey, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 25:16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Yeah, man. That's plain.
And like when that's a man of the Lord talking right there. That's somebody the Most High poured His Spirit on. But those are the words we're supposed to take heed to, man. Like when you get in this truth, the elders since I've been in here, day one told us, leave the nigga woman alone, go deal with the other nations or get one of the Latin tribes. Because the curses that on the tribe of Judah are twofold. They're double. You see what I'm saying? So if your mother is a so-called Negro and you're being fully persuaded in this truth, you have to learn how to deal with her accordingly. You don't disrespect her. If she tell you to come cut the grass, you go cut her grass. You be an obedient son to her. But when it comes to anything in contrast with these scriptures, you gotta put that off, man.
Right. For instance, my grandmother, all my life, my grandmother been on some bulldog shit. Like she the bulldog of the family. She go, it's her way or no way.
Yeah, that's how my grandmother is.
And
Come.
Be speaking in pure ignorance. You can show her the truth. Well, fuck, I ain't know it, but still, this is my way. No, fuck no. This is what the truth say, man. You know, she, bulldogs and hounds my grandfather around, and just the way all of them just sit there.
My grandfather left. Yeah. Bulldog. My grandmother runs the family. Everything. The shot caller. Everybody come to her house. I don't go see her. I don't go around her. She calls for me. They say I'm in this coat. I don't go around her. And I don't go around her. I go around my other family. I don't go around her because she got that feminist, disrespectful man spirit on her. I would probably end up cursing the bitch out. She that bad. I stay from Rollins. She's the typical nigga woman that don't respect men, don't respect order. This thing of ours is a thing of order.
Want to mount up and fight too.
Yeah. This thing of ours is a thing of order.
You can't be like that in this true, man.
I appreciate it.
You gotta put off that old bullshit ass spirit, man.
Hey, somebody,
This 1 Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
Right. That's what we see in the big mama church. We see the women set up as priests and pastors and everything else. That's all a control thing. And we ended up thinking a while back, you know, it don't take a rocket science to find these things out, man. You can go on a computer and find out that when Aaron Russo sit down with one of the Rockefellers, he was asking them about women's lib. That whole women's lib and women empowerment, that's all set up. Even like you see this Me Too movement, that's all set up by the higher up elites, man. You know, like that dude, what that guy name is? What that guy name is? That gutter rat Jew?
I know what you're talking about.
That touched that wine, his name Weinstein.
Weinstein.
Yeah, he did something amongst the Jew brotherhood that they got pissed him off. That's why they came up against him. His whole movement was started by them gutter rats, man. This is all women's empowerment shit, man. A lot of you guys, you fall into that shit, man. A lot of you guys, you fall in line with faggots, man. You got stone cold, quote unquote men that get in line with faggots, man. I love all my people. You hug a punk, man.
And see, that's black culture now.
Yeah.
Black culture used to shun that, but now black culture is evolved and mutated, and it's, man, long as he don't come and be like that, I'm cool with him. He can do what he want.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
y'all been on this because I know you people behind the camera, you don't know some of these people we about to say. When you bring up DJ Jubilee, this faggot shit been going on down here, man.
Willie Puckett.
Yeah, Willie Puckett, that shit been going on. You niggas uplift homosexuality down here. You niggas be at the second lines and all that shit with the pumps, man. A lot of you niggas is popping them pumps for money, man.
They used to call it body rocket, but we know what they was doing, shaking their ass.
Yeah, man.
They doing the same thing with the woman was doing.
Yeah, we know what you niggas doing, man. And all black culture is all controlled by that Bobby Boucher, this women's live movement, man.
And it's death.
Yeah.
Young men are dying daily, man. And it's all come from Eve eating that fucking apple, man. And you know the nigga bitch always come out the woodwork and y'all put everything on us. You fucking right. You fucking right. Adam was tripping. That's the thing of men. Men get weak for women. But men, we don't pull shit over each other's eyes. Men get weak for pussy, man. That's our weakness. But when you get this truth, the Most High X that out. But that's the most powerful men throughout history. The most powerful men were taken down by Eve. You know? And when you get in this truth, man, and the Most High revamp your mind and he turn you into a spiritual juggernaut, it's zero tolerance for that shit. When you come amongst the brotherhood, nobody want to hear you missing camp behind your woman, man. Now, you have different variables, brothers, to understand. Sometimes you don't have nobody to babysit the kids. You know what I'm saying? But week in and week out, all the time, no. You gotta get your house in order, brother. You gotta get your house in order. Just a pattern? No, you can't keep doing that. You can't, nah. Your woman's supposed to be watching the kids, man.
Right, man, like Yashua woman when he said, even with this, you know, this woman you meet a woman, she wanna fuck with you. This pretty ass, bad woman wanna fuck with your black ass. Out of all people, that's Satan, man. That's Satan coming at you with the woman. It's like we go watch the Matrix. You see, what his name is? Morpheus. Show your boy the Matrix. This is the Matrix. Everything that seems real ain't real. Everything that tastes real ain't real.
And he started freaking out.
He started freaking out and he got distracted by what? A woman in a red dress, like, damn, that bitch bad. When he turned around, guys running a fucking barrel down his head. He like, see, that fast you could be taken out in the Matrix. That's how this is. The number one thing to take you out of this truth is a woman, man. Women. Go ahead,
They right behind each other. This Sirach, this one told me this Sirach 25 and 21. Stumble not at the builder of a woman and desire her not for pleasure.
Cause that's one way. Not saying all women, man. You meet a woman casually, and y'all talking, y'all vibe, cool. But on another vibration though, but if that was, you know, these women can take you out. Satan can take you out through a woman, man. And it's just that period. It's just that. Your mother. Satan can take you out with your mother, man.
You can't find a way to tell her that I gotta go do something that's on my spirit, and you're gonna be put in a position where you just babysitting every week.
I mean, and it is true. Eve is Esau's number one tool. He's his pit bull against us men of the Lord, against our even the 2/3. Esau has Eve pinned against us, man. She's against us. She's not with the program.
Yeah. And
Your mother, the person that raised you and nurtured you is Eve. She's not going to synchronize with the teachings of the scriptures, man.
Hey, I got one real fast. Go ahead.
Luke 14:25. I'm gonna start at 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brother and sister and yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Right. So you gotta, that word, I always bring up that word, hate means to love them less, man. Y'all love them less than you love Yahweh Shai, man. So if those people get in your way of doing these works, man, you gotta make a decision. This is that simple, man.
A little bit more. And whosoever do not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
And that's doing the work, man. You can't bear your cross, man. Doing all type of wicked shit, man. That's not up Yahweh Shai. Go ahead, Al.
This is Sirach 25-24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin. So the first law was broken by a woman, man. The Adamites was chilling in the Garden of Eden, and the woman was distracted by this devil that's an image of us right now. And he took hold of her and took hold of her mind. And to this day, he still has control of her mind, man. And in these last days, that's why the scriptures say we're in hell's flame, man. Because we're being nurtured, we're being took care of, basically an extension of Esau. So our women is an extension of Esau, the Israelite woman of Judah. You know? And she's holding fast to all his philosophies. You got to look on that?
And through her we all died.
And through her we all died. I mean, it's a culture of death we living in. 7 out of 10 homes is headed by that demon. And the 3 out of 10 homes that are headed by an Israelite man, he don't know the scriptures. He don't know the scriptures. He's not living according to this word. That 144 is a less than 1%. That's less than 1%, man. That's a point something. That's not even, who good with numbers? It's not even a point something. That's the krill, how you say it? The krill of the creme.
Creme de la creme.
Where's Timothy 5? Start at 11.
I was just gonna say, like the brother said, if we through her, we all die, because we see these dudes, they be dressing up, putting wigs on their head. You think the women tell these dudes to take them wigs off their head? Nah, they laughing at it, man. You know, they want to see our men fag it out and stuff. You know what I mean?
Women, the reason why they got those faggots on them, because that's the girlfriend they never had. He can be masculine and be in the role of a woman, you know. A lot of you guys that follow your woman control you because she making the money. Because you remember you go in the mall, you see that store called Build-A-Bear? That's you, nigga. You sit in the window like this as Build-A-Bear, because she can put the shoes she want on you, she can put the polo shirt she want on you and control you, man. And you just sitting there, you know, she got the damn collar around your neck and just walking your ass, man.
And when she's done, she throw you right back in the closet.
Right. Go ahead, you got that up?
You said 1 Timothy.
Right, because he had said, you know, Satan got you women, so I'm going to back it up. Go ahead, huh? 1 Timothy 5 and 11.
This is 1 Timothy 5 and 11. But the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax wanton against Christ, they will marry.
Right, go ahead, keep going.
It said, having damnation because they have cast off their first faith.
Right, go ahead.
And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house.
This is what the women wandering house to house. Go ahead.
Not only idle, but tattlers also and busybody.
Right, and that's what Jay started to. You men start to be like that. You wandering house to house, messing on IG and all that shit. You know, there's been a bunch of tattlers and snitches and all type of other shit, man. Go ahead.
Speaking things which they ought not.
Right. Go ahead.
It says, I would therefore that the younger women marry, their children guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak.
All right. So for you not to give no occasion to the adversary, the Most High say, marry and tend to your house.
Now you have business.
But guess what? They can't. What they got the scripture say? They can't. She's loud. She can't. She can't keep her foot at home.
She gathers abroad.
You got more on that?
It says, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
And the adversary, whether it be spirits of Satan or the white man, you know. But go ahead.
For some are already turned aside after Satan.
There you go. Satan already got a whole bulk of you women, man. He got them, man. That's why you can't really just trip about it, man. You know? It's like you tripping about a doorknob. A doorknob supposed to open the fucking door, you know? You tripping about it. They doing what they're supposed to do.
This
They
is
been have.
Isaiah 29 and 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me.
When you talk to a so-called black woman, all she talk about is her sweet Jesus and she a Christian. That's the majority of them. With their mouth, they say that they love the Most High and they follow sound doctrine. But our women are hypocrites, man. These are the women that's raising our men. Bring it up.
It says, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
The precept of men. And the fear towards the Most High is taught by the so-called white man. The so-called white man don't have the fear of the Most High. He's at enmity with the Most High. So when she raised these young Israelite children, she's teaching them how to be hounds of hell, man. Hounds of motherfucking hell, literally.
In the first Ezra, the Lord called them monsters, man. Let me get it.
Get it, I get that. That's what they're bringing forth. I mean, gremlins. Man, like that dude said on the movie To Watch, these youngsters is crazy. For real, bro. Like, you can't trust. Like, my nephew, man, I want to check that nigga. That nigga beat him, put that iron on him, man. I'm going to have to kill him. That's how they coming. Monsters, animals, brute beasts.
They said these women was going to bring forth monstrous children.
Come on, the scriptures civilize us. The scriptures sober us up. You see what I'm saying? So, man, for you brothers that still connected to your mother's titty, and that's common when you coming out the world, you got to detach from it. You got to put off that dear mama. Mama, even though a crack fiend mama, you still was a black queen mama. Man, that's black culture, man. Do you know that the detestable shit crack fiend women on crack do? It's nothing they don't do. How the fuck is she a queen? But things go down to verse 16. Things are turned upside down. Verse 16.
It says, surely, this is Isaiah 29.
Verse 16. Bring it up.
Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
In America, your mama could be a whore, a slut, a crackhead, a prostitute, a harlot, superhead, and she's held in high regard. That's because things are turned upside down. That's because things are turned upside down. I looked at a video the other day on Instagram. It showed the dudes in Iran beheading a woman caught in adultery. We don't have those laws govern us. Once those laws govern us, y'all gonna be fixed on day one. Once we have that liberty to just get a fucking machete and just cut your fucking head off like I looked at the other day, y'all, you just do that to one of them, the rest gonna fall in line.
Right, I got it out.
Bring it out, bro.
2 Esdras 5 and 8, it said, there shall be a confusion also in many places. The fire shall be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
Monsters. Monsters, man. The teachers of your mama would turn you into a monster. Them old wise fables would have you around here a spiritual fucking grizzly bear, man. Brute beast, man. Just testosterone and estrogen charge.
And
Both
the roles and switch. The men got estrogen, drinking all that goddamn Budweiser beer and all that other shit niggas drink. And then you get into that shit. They show you how Esau purposely the hops that they use to brew the beer, they didn't put estrogen in the hops. So what the hops is doing and the plastic from the water, what it's doing is giving men testosterone. That's why you see skinny niggas just growing breasts now, man. Nigga, you look at all through his shirt, they got breasts and shit. But the women, what they're doing to the women is giving them testosterone, man. You know? These motherfuckers, women got goddamn chin straps now, they got mustaches. Bitch is strong, man. Hey man, you gotta put your whole, you fight one of these women, you gotta try to punch the back of their brain, man. That bitch is strong. You know?
Bring it out, alright?
This Proverbs 23 and 27 says, for a whore is a deep ditch.
A whore is a deep ditch, man. And what's the definition? According to the scriptures, all a whore is a woman that sleep with two men. That's it. It's not, you don't gotta beat them all astronomical numbers. According to the scripture, a woman that sleep with two different men is a whore. Okay? So just a woman grew up that has grown up in America, you could just quadruple that. For any one of them. Bring it out, right?
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
All right, and that strange woman, other philosophies, that's twofold. But when we talk about the so-called nigga woman, man, she's a deep pit. She's deaf, man. She's jailhouse, child support, or death. That's her, man. A straight, or if you're not in there, you with her, you're miserable.
Right.
You're gonna die of a heart attack. When we spoke, the Most High promised us 70 years in these clay bodies, but the Negro man dying at 40 and 50, man.
They still here.
And they living at 80 and 90.
Yeah, the same.
I still got more.
Yeah, the same guy you beefing want to fight over a woman. The same guy you beefing with, he's in jail, you dead, or vice versa. But she's with the other guy you was beefing with down the street.
Yeah.
She's at your funeral, watching your dead ass with the new guy, man. But you niggas are ready to go to war behind the broad, man. I mean, women ain't that important, bro. It's not that important, man.
Nah. Bring it out, bro.
She also lied in wait as for a prey.
Where you at?
28.
Yeah.
Of what?
23 and 28.
Of what?
Proverbs.
And you know, when we come to that, talking about other philosophies, other religions, you know, the vast religions and shit Esau teach us, but it's twofold.
Yeah. And increases the transgressions among men.
And it's talking about this so-called nigga woman, man. This woman, she have her sons, man. She have her sons lying at a young age. Answer the phone, tell them I'm not here.
Transgressing.
Tell them I'm not here.
Shit, your mother, you know, fighting the nigga she with.
Yeah.
You know? I'm
Man,
saying.
some of them have her son go kill a nigga, man. A nigga that hurt her.
He beating on her.
Come
Lying
on.
and shit.
He beating on you because you fucked his brother.
That's right.
He beating on you because you stole his money.
That's right.
Hey, bro, the Most High is about to cut all of that off, man. We're in the last milliseconds of this kingdom, man. The men of the Lord is about to get sweet revenge. Yahushua gonna get sweet revenge. Everything's gonna get turned right side up. We get the Most High is restoring to us our natural, righteous mind. And these women, Esau going to slavery, you bitches going to slavery. Straight up.
Right.
Straight up. Y'all don't be in slavery. Y'all gonna learn order, man. Y'all gonna learn order. Y'all just around here, like the brother brought up, raising monsters, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I kill them little motherfuckers, but like just like I respect a lion, if I pass up a lion, we don't fear nothing. But man, I respect them little youngsters, man. You get into it with them, they gonna put that iron on you, man. Their mother has raised a monster. He don't have no self-control. He don't have no understanding. Have you ever tried to talk to these little youngsters?
Yeah.
And try to be like, hey bro, hey little one, that ain't how you do that. Man, you wasting your breath.
They're dismissive.
What the scriptures say? They are vessels of dishonor created to be destroyed, man.
Reprobate.
Reprobate silver, man.
New beats.
Reprobate is no help. It's no help for the community, man. That community, let's get the community back, man. That's a waste of fucking time. Seal the lit. Let's burn this bitch up.
Let's go.
Right.
These are niggas, man.
Straight up.
You hear me? They got monsters. These are niggas, man. And a black woman. And a Latino woman.
But you got a clip?
This is from the Oxford Dictionary. It says monster. A large, ugly, frightening image creature. A cruel, wicked person. A rude and badly behaved person. Typically a child. Wow.
And these men are children.
Yeah. Esau is a child.
Esau is a child.
Yeah.
Man, these men handle a controversy like little kindergartners on playground, man. Man, hey, one of us, we make mistake and hit each other, one in the car. We get out the car, we gonna jump out and see if the car hit each other. One of us gonna be like, my bad, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't see you, my bad. We're gonna handle it like gentlemen, man. We're gonna handle it with understanding. Let that happen to one of these grown ass niggas in this society. Weed smoking, powder snorting, pill popping, ignorant ass niggas. Man, you gonna have to kill them.
The difference is because we'll handle
Where you pump gas at, alright?
Yeah,
I go
with
20 miles out of the goddamn.
This brother don't even go to the gas station by his house because it's nothing but niggas there,
What do you
man.
say about roaches infected?
Come.
With fucking niggas.
Swarm.
Y'all brother ever been to that gas station on Claiborne?
Man, I went there last night. I went there last night.
I don't know how to do it, bro.
I went there some of these
Across the street.
Yeah.
By the time
That'd be bad. They selling shoes outside. You know.
I can't do it, bro.
for you too, right?
I can't do it, bro.
Yeah,
I
bro.
know you.
That's the tents of Judah
Oh, man.
with Ishmael lording over that bitch.
Lord over it.
Can't do it, man. I go 15 minutes out the way just to have a peace of mind, bro.
Come.
Straight up.
Come. And it all starts from disorder. Hey, get 1 Corinthians 14 and 40.
You gotta keep your perception.
How much time you lose? This about time to wrap it up. Bring it out. Bring out that precept.
Alright. This is Romans 8 and 6.
No, I said 1 Corinthians.
Oh, I got
I'm gonna get it.
All right.
I'm gonna get it.
Well, bring out your precept, all
It's
right?
Romans 8 and 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
And carnally minded is black culture, man. I hate to sound redundant, but it is what it is. To be spiritual is to live according to these teachings you learn. Sound doctrine, man. And when you walk in the spirit, man, you just all throughout the day, when it comes to a scenario, you be spiritual when you handle that scenario. You know what I'm saying? You learn self-control. You learn how to apply the scriptures to whatever scenario you in, man. That's how you walk in the spirit. Not conducting yourself like a gremlin, man. For real.
It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High.
Hey, these black bitches are at enmity with the Most High. The men that they raise are at enmity with the Most High, man. Man, you can't even talk understanding it to them, man. You can't apologize to them. Sometimes you can't even pay the motherfuckers off. Man, here, bro, just take this. This is a peace offering, man. Just you go your way, I go my way. That seems like they make him mad. The only thing is good for these imps is death, man. Real talk. And we not just speaking on our own accord, man. We grew up in this shit. We around this shit, man. There ain't no different in New Orleans than there is in Baton Rouge, that is in Chicago and LA. Anywhere you go, they all the same.
That's God's people.
All the same, man.
Animals.
First Corinthians.
Fuck yeah, bring out your precept. Like, right.
It's that this Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children of their oppressors.
The so-called white man is a child. The so-called white man is the reason you think the way you think, man. You think the Most High made you. Everything in this world we live in is created by man. The maxi pad the bitch wear created by man. The nail polish she got on her nails is created by man. The fake weave on her head is created by man. But she's above the man.
Right. Not knowing that the Edomites put chemicals in there for your ass, in the maxi pads that should be giving your ass cancer. The black woman don't look into that though.
Come.
You know? She don't look into that. Her mind don't go that far.
Her mind, she's so simple and illiterate. Everything, every vast part of her life is created by a man. But she's so ignorant. She thinks she's above him. She don't think she's equal. She thinks she's above him.
She thinks y'all need him.
You gotta be a stupid motherfucker to get fired on your day off, man. Them some stupid ass hoes, man. Bring it on, bro.
And women rule over them.
And women rule over them. They're ruling over us, man. That what scripture that is? Is it Jeremiah?
Now that's Isaiah 3:12.
Alright. Yeah, that's a good one. And women ruling over us, man. That's an abomination, man. That man, when the Most High said he was gonna flex us out, he meant it, man. Shit. I mean, at least Esau a man.
With that, man, we'll give all praise to you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honor to the elders, GMS, peace and blessings. Akim is out there laboring truth and sincerity, man. Shalom.
Shalom.